For years, AAA games represented the peak of the gaming industry. They had the biggest worlds, the best graphics, the largest marketing campaigns, and some of the highest budgets in entertainment. Every new release was expected to be bigger, more detailed, and more ambitious than the last. From the outside, the industry looked unstoppable. But behind the scenes, cracks have begun to appear. Development costs are rising, production times are growing longer, layoffs are affecting studios across the industry, and some of gaming's biggest companies are finding it harder than ever to guarantee success. Which raises an uncomfortable question. Are AAA games becoming too expensive to survive? To understand why, we need to look at how dramatically game development has changed. 20 years ago, a major game could be built by a relatively small team. Today, blockbuster titles often require hundreds or even thousands of developers working together for 5, 6, or sometimes 7 years. Artists create massive worlds. Animators build realistic characters. Writers develop stories. Programmers create complex systems. Quality assurance teams spend years hunting bugs. Every part of development has become larger and more expensive. And players expect more than ever. Modern audiences want stunning graphics, realistic animations, cinematic storytelling, huge open worlds, and years of updates after launch. Meeting those expectations costs money. A lot of money. Some modern AAA games are estimated to cost hundreds of millions of dollars to develop and market. At that point, a game isn't just a creative project, it's a massive financial gamble. If the game succeeds, the rewards can be enormous. If it fails, years of work and hundreds of jobs can be put at risk. That level of pressure changes how companies make decisions. When a project costs hundreds of millions of dollars, taking risks becomes difficult. Experimenting becomes dangerous. Trying something completely new becomes harder to justify. As a result, many publishers return to what feels safe: sequels, remakes, reboots, established franchises, games with proven audiences. It's a strategy that makes sense financially, but it can also make the industry feel repetitive. Many players have noticed a strange trend. Games are becoming bigger, budgets are becoming larger, development teams are growing. Yet some releases feel increasingly familiar. The industry is spending more money than ever, while often relying on ideas that already worked in the past. At the same time, development cycles continue to grow. A game announced today might not release for another 5 or 6 years. That creates another problem. Technology changes quickly. Player expectations change quickly. Gaming trends change quickly. Studios are being asked to predict what players will want half a decade into the future. That's a difficult challenge for any company. Then there's the live service problem. Many publishers hoped online games with constant updates would provide a reliable source of long-term revenue. Some succeeded. Most didn't. Players only have so much free time, and only a small number of live service games can dominate attention. For every major success story, countless others struggle to survive. Recent years have also brought waves of layoffs across the industry. Thousands of developers have lost jobs despite gaming remaining one of the most profitable forms of entertainment in the world. To many players, this seems contradictory. How can the industry be making so much money while so many studios are under pressure? The answer may be that costs are rising faster than expectations can be met, and now artificial intelligence is entering the picture. Some companies believe AI can reduce costs by assisting with coding, testing, asset creation, dialogue generation, and other repetitive tasks. Supporters see an opportunity to make development faster and more affordable. Critics fear fewer jobs and less creativity. Either way, the industry is clearly searching for solutions, because the current model may be reaching its limits. AAA games are not going to disappear tomorrow. Players still love blockbuster experiences. Studios still want to create them. But the future may look different from the past. Smaller teams, smarter tools, shorter development cycles. and perhaps a greater focus on sustainability rather than endless growth. Because gaming has always evolved. The companies that survive are usually the ones that adapt. And if the cost of making blockbuster games continues to rise, the biggest threat facing AAA gaming may not be competition. It may be the price of trying to remain AAA at all.